are here today with Gary Likens, the fleet manager for the town of Jonesboro. We would like to start with you telling the viewers about what you've done with alternative fuels for the town of Jonesboro.
Jonesboro in the past has used a couple different kinds of biofuel. So the first would be biodiesel. We got into that a couple years ago. And biodiesel was then, it was readily available, easy to get, and we used that on all our diesel vehicles. Lately, we've been using, as most people do, a 10% ethanol mixture in gasoline. We do have vehicles that are E85 compatible, so as that trends in a little bit, we'll be able to meet that demand.
Thank you. What is your definition of alternative fuels and their relationship with agriculture?
Alternative fuels covers a broad spectrum. It can mean anything that doesn't come from petroleum. And biofuels is a little bit different than alternative fuels. Alternative fuels, even natural gas, can be considered alternative fuel. But in the scope we talk about in biofuels, basically anything that's made from an organic feedstock. Feedstock means whatever comes in one end of the plant to be made of fuel coming out the other end.
What effect do you think cellulosic ethanol will have on the nation's dependence on foreign oil?
Cellulosic ethanol is really coming on strong. What the great thing about it is so many different kinds of that feedstock can be used. So switchgrass, soybeans, corn, even here in East Tennessee we have a lot of hardwood chips, byproducts, waste products, basically anything that ever converted starch and sugar in its process, in its organic process, can be changed into cellulosic ethanol.
How would you educate the general public on the benefits of using alternative energy?
Alternative energy is it's a big part of our energy security. We have a huge demand for energy in this country, as most do in the modern age. Our dependence and our demand for energy needs to be met. Now, someone's going to meet that demand, and whether it be foreign countries we're selling oil, which is fine, we buy a lot of oil from a lot of people, or whether it's agriculture bringing in alternative fuels and biofuels into the mixture.
With the slowing of refineries being built across the nation, what do you think is the best plan of action for agriculturists to get biofuels back on track?
That's going to be a big part of the political process. I mentioned demand earlier, and as a people we have to demand that this kind of fuel be used, and this kind of fuel, that's what we want to purchase. And the political process will play a big part in that. We'll need to have a structure set up where that is available on the market, and that's an option for people to go and buy. So as people want to get into that, and as the political process makes that available, then supply will meet demand.
Is there anything else you would like to add about alternative fuels and their future?
Alternative fuels are a huge part of our energy independence, of our energy future, of our ability to meet demand. Agricultural and those who work in agriculture, the lobbies, all the way the farmer, anybody that touches the process needs to be well aware that this is a great market. It's a good market for your product, whatever your product is, especially in cellulosic ethanol, whether it be switchgrass or corn or soybeans or hardwoods like we have around here. There is going to be a new market for that once this takes off.
Thank you, Gary Likens, for all the great information.